I'm Sara and welcome to What's on Tap. This month we sat down with my good friend Dawson Flinchbaugh of Flinchy's, who you may also know as Chief Chili, to talk about everything from hot sauce to tequila. A lot of people maybe first knew you as Chief Chili.
Yeah, exactly.
And how did you first get involved in that?
That was kind of funny. We used to stay at a company that I did business with, had a condo in D.C. up in Roslyn, overlooking the Capitol. It was a beautiful place. And we noticed that there was a big cardboard check for $25,000 from the International Chili Society in the closet. And we asked them about that, and they said, oh yeah, one of the guys won the world championship and got $25,000. We were just starting business. Said, hey, let's give that a shot. We could use 25 grand. Well, we probably spent 50 grand cooking chili all over the East Coast, and we came in second a couple times and won some regionals, but never won the world. So anyway, and then we cooked in Pennsylvania a couple times, and then the guy who was running it quit, said, hey, my wife, Betty, said, why don't we do it? And the rest is history.
What are Chief Chili's tips for the best chili?
I always use beer as a base, Yingling. I don't use a lot of water. It gives it more flavor and what have you. And quality meat. I make mine with mixture of 80-20 Hamburg and then chopped up pieces of prime rib and leftover cuts. When we cut our own tenderloins, leftover, so it's all quality stuff. And then I make it all with fresh. All the peppers are fresh, good spices. I buy a spice mixture from California from a friend of mine that makes it out there. It's a mixture that's been used to win the world a number of times. Yeah? So I'm still working on it, still thinking about that.
You are in the Guinness Book of World Records though for the largest pot of chili.
The largest pot of chili. The pot's still here at Flinchy's. But yeah, it was 1,585 pounds. Geez, all the chef Charlie Gipe and a whole bunch of local chefs helped me on this. We did 1,585 pounds of chili in a custom-made pot that we made up at the Broad Street Market. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
You like it spicy.
I do.
And I remember watching you destroy a hot sauce eating contest.
I know where you're going with that
Strawberry
one.
Square. I believe the trophy is still inside.
Yeah, I'm the world reigning, undefeated, never to be defeated champion of that contest.
That's because they quit it after you.
They did. They quit it. They did it one more time in Louisiana and put a guy in the hospital, and they said that's it.
Well, I remember it was you were supposed to see how much of the sauce you could eat in like a 2-minute time period.
Yeah, it was 2 or 3 minutes.
So you had crackers, and there was like some naive kid sitting next to you who definitely did not know who he was up against. And then you just opened the bottle and started drinking it. And then he did it too, which was really impressive.
Yeah.
And then I remember you guys finished the bottles and they didn't know what to do next because it was supposed to be a timed event. So they gave you another one, but I think everyone was really hesitant, wondering what on earth would happen to you.
Well, yeah, I looked, they put that other bottle in front of everybody on the table left except me and that kid.
Yeah.
Out of the corner of my eye, I looked down, and I saw him looking at it with these deer in the headlights. I said, oh my God, really, Stare? And I said, I'm going to freak him out. So I picked the bottle up and started chugging the second one. And he slid it away and got up and left.
Yeah. 11 years ago, you decided to actually get into the restaurant business.
Yeah.
But what really inspired you guys to say, let's do this?
Opportunity, opportunity missed is an opportunity lost, you know, and there was 3 of us, you want to go ahead and start a restaurant. We talked about it, and he backed out eventually. After the guy backed out, there's supposed to be 3 of us. And we were sitting there, we had gotten pretty much all the bank approvals and what have you. Matt and I were probably sitting there, probably drinking a beer, maybe a Bloody Mary, who knows? And I said, well, what do you think? You want to do it? He said, yeah. How about you? I said, why not? And here we are.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier too about all of the changes that Flinchy's has gone through.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you said when it opened, it was sort of like you wanted to have this global cuisine, this white tablecloth, a little bit, higher end sort of experience. But that's not what you found your clientele wanted.
No, exactly. Well, Matt, at the time, Matt would have been 26, 27, 25. He brought the crowd from that he had developed out,
Sure.
out of Center City. He brought that in, and I brought the people that I knew in, and it just, at the time we didn't have the deck, the windows inside between the dining room and the bar didn't go up and down.
Right.
So there was kind of a, what the heck are these guys doing? You
Yeah.
know, it was a struggle. And so finally, if the customers dictate what you're going to be, you know, we've morphed it around. I'm looking at the numbers. Boy, the crowds are great. People love the deck.
Yeah.
We got music, live music 3-4 days a week. And the windows go up and down. We can go from a nice place to have dinner to a rockin' nightclub
Right.
in 20 minutes.
What are your favorite spots in the area?
My favorite spots have always been item specific. Best pizza in the area, Subway Cafe. Bar
agree.
none. You agree?
Yeah, I do. Love Subway.
Yeah. Best hamburger on the East Shore. What's it called?
Jackson House.
Jackson House, yeah.
When Garrison's was still there, that was my favorite East Shore hamburger.
Really? Yeah. Vietnamese Garden up there on 3rd and
Agree.
Raleigh. They got the best little crispy egg rolls too.
Oh, I haven't had those. I've only had the pho.
Try those.
Yeah.
Try the fried ones, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they want the rice rolls, you know, the see-through ones.
Yep.
Little Saigon on Paxton Street.
Okay.
Yeah. Sushi? Wow, that's a hard one. I still kind of love Tokyo Diner.
Yeah.
Either one, doesn't matter. It's I can walk in there and I can just say, hey, do something different for me. And they'll come up with some just really cool stuff, you know.
What are some of the strangest things you've had
To
in your
eat?
travels? Yes, to eat. In your travels,
That's
and
easy.
yeah, I'm glad I clarified there. In your travels, and then I'm kind of curious to know if there's anything even like at home that ranks.
That is rank or rank?
That ranks in interesting and notable things that you've
Well,
had to eat.
Well, we were at this restaurant that specified in food from southeast China down around the Burmese border and in that area. We were eating a basket of fried scorpions, and guy comes out with a snake, about a 3-4 foot snake, right out in the middle of the floor, and stops down, puts a plate under it, stands on his head, cuts his throat, and drains the blood into the bowl. A little while later, he comes back, and he's got a bowl of soup, which is red, and also the meat all cut up, the snake meat all cut up. And he had like a spaghetti, you know, the things you get spaghetti out with. He had one of those, and he reached in there and pulled out the skeleton of the snake, and gave us all a bowl of the soup. The meat wasn't bad, but the soup, it wasn't so good. So then we're continuing on. They had a little entertainment, and we were drinking. And I look up on the bar, and there's one of those bowls like you put sangria in, you know, with a little spigot on it. And inside the bowl was curled snakes and turtles inside this bowl, which had full of an alcoholic liquid of some kind.
Wow.
I said, "What's that?" I said, "Well, bring you long life, turtle, and good luck, snake." I said, "How much?" And he gave me the price, which was like 50 cents.
Yeah.
I said, "Anybody else?" Nobody else would do it. Give me one. So they went over and pulled the spigot, and out of this jar full of snakes and turtles came this shot. I did 2 of them. I didn't sleep at all that night.
Let's talk about tequila.
Tequila!
I don't know if I'm ready to do that shot. I feel like
yeah.
tequila is like its own, like I feel like you're on tequila. It's more like a drug than it is
And it's
a regular.
Yeah, but it's coming into its own.
It is.
There's some really nice
really nice to
tequilas
see
out
that,
there
actually, to
that are
see-
meant for sipping. You know, not shots. You want
Right.
shots? You do this. This is Monty Album. I have a friend of mine that worked for Monty Album, and he got me. I have one at home too. I'm talking about ranking at home. I have one at home too. But here, this is half gone, so you can tell you how many have been consumed.
So this was full to the top with the
Full
worms.
to the top with worms. Yeah, it's mezcal, which is a cheap tequila, low-grade tequila.
Right.
It's not made with.
Well, some actually they make nice mezcals now, not with worms in them all the time.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a smokier,
Yeah,
but still from
it
the
is.
agave plant.
They're
So what's
mealworms,
the deal with the
basically.
mealworms? Like
Well,
why do they?
They grow in the cactus
Oh,
that
okay.
tequila is made from. That's where they come from.
Protein,
So,
right?
How do they get so many?
And you like to, I know because this happened to my husband, is that you like to walk around the deck here at night and challenge people
to do shots. I'll tell you what,
That's how you get in trouble, because you do them with everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I just happen to have. Boy, if you can get a close up of this bad boy, look at that one, huh? That's not a magnifying glass, folks. That's the real deal.
How about I'll trade you?
Okay.
You can have that.
I knew that was coming.
You can have that one then.
This.
And then like a little tequila before noon.
Nothing right. Here we go.
Cheers.
Oh, wait a minute. A toast.
A toast.
A wonderful cylindrical glass of life-giving substance, we salute thee.
Done. Well, thank you very much for doing this with me.
Thank you, thank you. Always a pleasure with Sara.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Anytime I ever get in trouble out partying, there's always tequila in there somewhere. Somewhere.